10 laps, Heat 1, presented by VP Racing Lubricants. They come to the firing box, and we are underway. Heat number 1. Off into corner number 1 and 2, it's going to be Michael Brown. He'll lead him up the wall, goes Frankie Beard in the mid-pack. They'll settle it out 4 wide at the rear. As here comes Carson Ferguson, diving to the inside of Michael Brown. Drifts right there in front of him. Colin, we're underway, and lap 1 goes to Ferguson, back in turn 1, right where he left off, winning the USA 100 in June.
Carson Ferguson with the lead, down the back straightaway they go. Everybody all bunched up down to the back for 5th, down the back straightaway they go. Off into turn number 3.
Here they come, exiting off the corner. Put a lap of the board. Ferguson is out in front. Michael Brown is in second. David Smith sits in third. Here comes Nick Davis. He'll power his way to the outside, back to the inside. Walker Arthur about bounces off the wall off 2. As that battle is in the 5th position. There's your top 4 exiting off of turn 4 with Ferguson, Brown, Smith, and Davis. They're back in turn 2.
Carson Ferguson showing the way. Michael Brown in tow in second as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Michael Brown trying to reel in the lead. We got a battle for the 5th spot going on between Walker Arthur and the 87. Walker Arthur making the pass. As they work their way out of 4, it's going to be Walker Arthur completes the pass.
And look at this, 3 wide in the back. In the middle, Frankie Beard slicing a knife through butter, so to speak, as they go through the corner. And they come to the line. We are 5 laps in, 5 to go. Battle heating up for the transfer spot. Zach Blackwell, he's got it. A hornet's nest behind him wants it in Nick Davis and Walker Arthur, and they make contact. Nick Davis goes spinning wildly in turn 2. Everybody shoots to the top of the racetrack to miss him. And the driver, Nick Davis, a super late model racer in his own right from Millsboro, Delaware, goes around. And right now, 3-time winner of Fast Track this year, new kid Carson Ferguson, brings that Rocket XR1 back to speed, back to 1, leading into turn 1.
Carson Ferguson showing the way through turn 1. Michael Brown hot on his toes down through turn number 2. Michael Brown is there. Brown applying all kinds of pressure down the back straightaway as they go off into turn number 3.
Dive into 3 comes Brown. He'll drift up in front of Ferguson. Off of turn 4. Back to the corner, side by side. Brown and Ferguson door to door as they go back to turn 1, and we've got a couple of cars getting sideways. Anstey back into 1 and 2, 3 wide for a moment. But while that happens, it's Ferguson getting passed by Brown. We got debris in turn number 4 as well. Battling for the 3rd spot continues between Walker Arthur and David Smith. That heats up for the transfer spot, but it's all Brown pulling away in 3 and 4.
David Smith currently sitting on the money spot as they come out of turn 4. Walker Arthur trying to snatch it from David Smith as they go down off into turn number 1. David Smith trying to maintain Walker Arthur in his rearview mirror. Down through turn number 2 they go.
Piece of debris in turn number 4. You see it on the monitor. They are saying it's out of harm's way, out of the discretion of, or out of the view of everybody racing on the track. So they're going to still stay under green flag conditions. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. It is Michael Brown leading the way. He's about to take VP Racing Lubricants Heat Race number 1.
Michael Brown rallies out of 4. Checker flag is in the air. Michael Brown, your winner. Carson Ferguson second. David Smith comes home in 3rd. Walker Arthur 4th. And Zach Blackwell 5th.
Those 5 drivers, 4 will make it in. They got to go to the scales to make it official in the Longhorn car number 32. He resides, of course, out of Bluffton, South Carolina. Michael Brown, he'll be on the pole.